Lululemon Athletica is a designer and retailer of technical athletic apparel, especially yoga clothes for women.
Right, so this is a much smaller Canadian-based company with about 360 retail stores, manufactures its own stuff, but it is really the market leader. Fantastic items, as you say, specifically for ladies and the yoga thing, but I've got a running shirt here. This is there's the brand, you can see it at the back, it's got that kind of...
We can't really see it. Hold it up, hold it up.
Yeah, it's very fine, you're going to have to come in super close to see that. There you go. But the fabrics are incredible.
Yeah. $7.8 billion in market cap, PE of 29, and pays no dividends. So I'm assuming this one's going to be expensive in your book as well.
Well, I think this company is quite interesting because it's focused on a much higher end of the market. It's not sort of for everyone. It doesn't sort of focus on everyone, and it's really sort of premium brand. I think it appeals to many people, which makes it quite a sort of a niche brand. It has real good quality clothing. I struggle to stay away, but it's
but it's still at a 29 PE.
I know,
it's still expensive.
Well, exactly. But if you look at the sector as a whole, you know, the PEs aren't low. It's this apparel wear sector is quite expensive in that terms, but they have great margins, and this company has a magnificent margin. This is actually the highest margin, net margin, of all these companies. They've got a
that
net
would
margin.
actually be the swing factor here.
So they've got a net margin of about 17%, which is significant. Nike, which is a very high one as well, is just over the 12%. So just putting it sort of into context, Adidas
5%,
just below 7. So you know, that's the context.
The other players
exactly.
on margin. Let's just have a look at the share price graph here.
It's had a bit of a checkered couple of years, partly because the founder, a guy called Chip Wilson, is an annoying kind of Australian-Canadian guy. Got out of the business, then came back. He still owned 40% of he started making noises about not liking the current management team. They had a person who came to the business from Starbucks who ran it for a while. The guy who's the CEO at the moment, Laurent Potvin, is an ex-L'Oreal guy, I think. And so they've been in sort of rebuild mode. But has the story
settled?
Well, it's hit $80 a share twice on the last sort of 3 or 4 years, but it's sort of got a bit of a ceiling there. And then most recently, it also had slightly disappointing results. So look at that. It's fallen from 80 to 56. So it is a little bit expensive. And again, there are execution issues and whether or not they're going to be able to pull it off.
Yeah.
Again, looking at the share price graph and that steep curve downwards, you've got to say, should you buy in?
So I read
or will it get cheaper?
Yeah, I mean, I read a couple of reports from other analysts as well, and sort of the consensus still seems to be for earnings downgrade revisions, and then also for sort of putting them not on the buying list anymore, more sort of on the hold and selling list.
Sounds as though we should be staying away until there's more certainty.
I think it's a great company. It has the potential to be a great company. Let's rather say that. It's a great brand, but it's got the potential to be a great company. They just need to get everything right. So I'll wait for earnings revisions to sort of start coming through before I look at this.
I think
do
there's
you
lots
hold
of
it
potential.
in any of your personal portfolios?
I do, and I've been a loyal and long-standing shareholder. I bought them quite a long time ago, and I think there's lots of potential because they've got the manufacturing and the design smart, so they can really expand their offering for men, for example. It's not really as numerous the options when you get there.
I was surprised to see it.
The real store focus when you go in is on rows and rows of slightly different kinds of yoga pants, which I don't have any of, but you know, there you go. I think they've got great potential, and I think internationalization of the brand is also going to be huge, because you know that here in South Africa there are people who run personal trainers who go and buy suitcases full of Lululemon stuff and come and sell it to their friends in the gyms.
I know about that. It's crazy.
Could you share those contact details with me,
I will
please?
definitely send them on, but I'll give this company a heart just due to the fact that I think there's massive potential here, but we just need to watch it again closely to see sort of the trend changing.
I think this is because you are athletic, that
and
you
I
are
like the
calling
brand.
hot across the board effectively. Paul, hot or not?
Yeah, hot for sure.